What's up, y'all? I'm coming to y'all looking crazy, but it's Vaster here. Um, and I have some things to say, some new perspectives that have shifted as of today. It's 10:31 a.m. on a Sunday, and I'm about to go to work at 12. I took a bath, but I didn't wash my facey face yet. Um, and I just had a conversation with my friend that was a little triggering. I'm not gonna lie. And I wanted to talk to y'all about it. But briefly, I want to say this. I thought about not recording or slacking on recording because I'm not getting views. And then I'm like, even if I'm feeling underviewed or even if I'm not feeling viewed, I still value what I have to say, so I'm still going to show up. And I think that is power in that. So shout out to that. But let's hop straight into it. I was telling my friend about a situation that happened in college where it was a lady who went out of her way to play a role. Let me put it frank. I think this lady was kind of like possessed by devilish energy, and what I mean by that is we all have a choice on what spectrum of life that we go to, like villain, angel, like we all kind of have a choice. But this lady's choice was to play the role of like a destroyer of self-worth, of self-confidence. But give me a minute. Why I said this lady was moving in devilish energy was because we started off as friends, or cool. We really didn't start off as friends, but we liked each other. She admired me. She liked the way that I spoke, but she made it obvious to me that she didn't necessarily like the way that she spoke. Like, she didn't feel adequate. I didn't feel like she was inadequate. But as time passed, there was friction between us, and long story short, things just shifted. She did something, and I replied in a way that she didn't like, and from then there was turbulence. So she came in and out of school, but on her last time, like, of us being in the same classroom together, she did this thing where she would like try to check me about what I was saying. Like, if we were in the same room and I said something and she thought that it was towards her, she'd be like, "What did you say?" Like, what? Like that confrontational, insecure stuff, right? But back then, I really didn't see it for that. Back then, I'm just like, the fuck is she on? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, leave me alone, girl. Leave me alone. And she was like 30-something. But either way, we ain't even got to diss her because of her age. I want to come at this from a real deal perspective, right? From how I felt, what I experienced. It's not about age. I don't know who raised her. I don't know the cards she was dealt. So if she operated in a way that I don't think she should have operated in at the age and place she is in life, so what? Because that's how she operated. So I ain't gonna lie. The day we bumped heads this day, I'm like, oh no, this is the last day you gonna ever talk to me like that. What did you say? She did that a few times, and it's just like, I'm never talking about you. The funny thing about it is, you've never been a topic for me to discuss. You've never been a topic for me to sneak this. So, I heard this is a story. And first of all, me and God knows who he created. I would never punch you, God. But now he know me. Ram, Aries, thick-headed, bull-headed. Not bull-headed, but yeah. Anyway, so after I kind of was show friction back, like, girl, I'm not talking to you or about you. She was like, oh, have you ever thought about getting your teeth fixed in a room full of people? And I don't think I was embarrassed that it was a room full of people, but it was just like, y'all know that song, like, I'm a like, oh, you press the button. You press the button. And it's not even a button of insecurity, like, okay, you trying me? got into it. I don't know what you call the principal of a college. I think she was called a dean. And it was embarrassing. The whole situation was embarrassing because it looked childish, foolish, and ignorant, in my perspective. If anything, I was embarrassed because it's just like everybody else was like, oh, girl, I can tell that's not your energy. She got you out of character and da-da-da-da-da. They don't know the backstory, nor do they care. But it altered the room that I was in at the time. Like, I remember how people moved after me and that lady got into it. Like, I think I lost respect to people. But to be fair, the room that I was in, I'm going to be modest about that part. Let's move on, right? So, it's a TikTok audio. Why I'm bringing this up is because it's a TikTok audio with Bobby Hill from King of the Hill being told something by his dad, and he was like, I like how mine's a little off center. It's got wabi sabi, and wabi sabi is the appreciation for impermanence and imperfection, basically seeing beauty in something that's not perfect. So to that audio, it reminded me of that moment, and the words written to the audio was like, when a grown woman in college tried to rage bait you by saying, have you ever thought about getting your teeth fixed? But God made you perfectly. And the thing about that, getting your teeth fixed thing, my teeth aren't broken. They're functional. I eat with these things. They're pretty. People know me because of these teeth. And when I was like a teenager and younger, that was a wound of mine. I don't think that it was triggered through this lady. I think that it was, I don't think I crashed out because, oh, my teeth are my insecurity. I crashed out because who are you playing with? Who are you playing with? Like, what are you feeling like right now? Y'all, the lady was pregnant. Meanwhile, the lady was pregnant. So, the way that I responded to her energy, although me and her have been getting into it since before she was pregnant, I could see how a room full of women would look at me like, oh yeah, that girl's a crash out. They don't know the origins. They don't care. I still don't feel bad about what I said or did because I don't feel bad. I remember it. I definitely felt justified in it. And I guess that's something to watch out for. But anyway, I was talking to my friend about that situation this morning through voice messages, right? And her perspective, I respect. Because she didn't boost my ego about it. She came at it from a perspective that I think God led her to give me, which was basically like, although you feel how you feel, basically just watch out for finding victory in lessons like that. Because although it can feel good when, wait, I didn't even talk about the victory. So I saw this lady this year, after everything is said and done, after getting a license, graduating, and just getting out of school and working in the field that we went to school for, I saw her in a way that I won't describe because it's kind of time consuming. But when I saw her, it looked like her teeth had been extracted. Like, she looked like she didn't have teeth, and she looked aged. And I remember not knowing if that was her or not. Long story short, a person in the store that we were in where I saw her, was calling out her name. So I'm like, oh snap, that was her. So I'm talking to my friend, like, basically look at how what goes around comes around. She asking me if I'm thinking about getting my teeth fixed. Now she don't have none. That feels spicy. That was a spicy delivery, right? Wasn't on purpose, just coming from the heart. Either way, my friend didn't tolerate it. She just ain't that type. Like, and lately we've been having little moments inside of our friendship where I don't like what she brings to the table because it's like, not only can it trigger my ego sometimes, I feel like it takes the fun out of things. Like, it's a bit, I want to say too disciplined, too serious. And I kind of had to talk to God about it within myself, like, while it's on me, because this is all happening today, with her perspective of, like, watch out for finding victories and stuff like that, because the lesson could be you. Nobody wants to fucking hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. I didn't want to hear it. I mean, my bad, y'all, I'm cooking. I'm not pointing a knife at y'all or her. But I also respect my ability to feel how I feel. And when I say that, I'm not meaning, like, feel how I feel and being territorial and stubborn, like, yeah, she deserved it. No, feel how I feel. Like, I don't like what my friend just said. And I'm finding it actually very difficult to even like this interaction that I'm having with my friend. But since I know, I got a friend who, yeah, okay. Anyway, since I know that my friend is God-led, and lately I'm trusting and I'm not hearing nothing for no reason. Like, even if I don't like what's being said, even if I feel immune from it, even if everything in me feels like I could never be in certain positions, things really can happen to anybody. So it's like, it's important to be level-headed. And I thank God that she is the person that she is. But the biggest lesson, and then another point that she gave was basically like, that's why it's important to pray for your enemy. Now, if there's a message that my ego wasn't allowing me to hear, my soul still collected the part that I was supposed to. So even if you don't like what you hear, may your soul and everybody, I'm wishing this upon everybody, may your soul collect what's meant for you to grasp from that situation, take it, run from it, apply it immediately. Because that's literally what I did. Sent a prayer off. The first prayer was like, like, I guess, here. And it wasn't nothing spiteful. It was like a real prayer. But then as I talked to myself about the situation with my friend and how I was really feeling, and allowing myself to be me, allowing myself to still be stubborn, and to still allow myself to be like, no, I'm still happy with the outcome. Like, a part of me, not happy, a part of me is proud to see it because I felt like I was innocent. And although I was, there is a big picture to the whole situation between me and this woman, because that situation propelled me forward in a way. I can't really see the way, but I do remember during school, like, after that happening, it hurt. I felt kind of ashamed because of the environment that I was in, but I don't feel like I would have been embraced by that environment even if they wouldn't have witnessed that, because it was just a vibrational difference between me and the people around me. Like, I was happy-go-lucky. I'm coming to SpongeBob, and I have people a person actively trying to dismantle something that God is making me work hard on. Like, so yeah, I felt like I was supposed to buck back. Girl, it's been months. Like, I'm here for 9 months. I'm pregnant with this plan, and you're literally pregnant. Why are you coming after me? Like, so from that victim stance of like, oh, okay, you keep fucking with me, boom, and then I retaliate, that doesn't necessarily mean that my crash out was valid. It was just a cause and effect, and it happened. But it's a big picture in it, because I think ops propel you forward. Ops propel you forward. And I also think that God can use the devil. If God can work through anybody, I think God and the devil work in tandem. Because when you look at really hard experiences or things that make you go through stuff, or like animosity, bullies, and that pushback, after a period, you revamp. Like, it makes you stronger. It makes you stronger when you face that type of opposition. So, in a way, who am I to, like, be all high and mighty about a lesson that God was giving to both of us? And it really helped me in the end. So, thank you, Brandy. Like, thank you. I shouldn't have said her name. Let me see if I can blank it out. But I kind of care. You know, I'm trying to be respectful about it. And I don't like what my friend said still. But I absolutely, 110%ly respect it. But I also respect this lesson between me and my friend, because, again, I've had some moments with this friend where I'm like, I don't feel related to the perspective that you're bringing to the table. this does not empower me to be met with this, like, but then again, she's a Libra, I'm an Aries. And yeah, the sign stuff isn't about everything, but Libras come from Venus, the planet of love. Aries come from Mars, the planet of war. So it's really a yin and a yang and a balancing out where I'm too much or, vice versa, complementing each other in that way. But I'm learning. I don't have to say what I learned. I think I just said it. So, yeah, I don't really know what the point is. Respect your friend's perspective. Respect the discourse. Don't fall out with everybody over a disagreement because you kind of need to disagree. Disagreements don't mean having a disagreement doesn't equate to a lack of love or like one person being right or one person being wrong. Me and my friend have had totally different perspectives, mindsets, and stuff like that shape us to react differently to what's delivered. And she responded to what I said out of experience, not a lack thereof. She said, yeah, I celebrated like that once, and then it happened to me. I'm a boxer. God forbid, I ain't gonna say it out loud, but I never want to experience that. So God bless Brandy. God bless Samara. And let's have a good day. Let's get out of that ego just a little bit, but ain't nothing wrong with the ego. It's there for a reason. It's nothing inherently wrong. It's just room for growth. Blaster out in hundreds.